All right, today we're diving into a really interesting team-up happening in the world of housing finance. We're talking about a situation where a true legend of the old guard is joining forces with a new-age tech company. This is the story of how AI is about to get a huge dose of real-world experience from one of the most seasoned players in the game. So let's just get right to the heart of it. What exactly happens when a Wall Street legend, a guy who practically helped write the rules of the modern mortgage system, decides to join a startup whose entire mission is to rewrite those rules using AI? It's a move that has the entire industry paying very close attention, and for some pretty good reasons. And let's be real, there's a good reason everyone's so interested. I mean, anyone who's ever bought a home knows the feeling. The mortgage process is just famous for being slow, unbelievably complicated, and packed with costs that can feel, well, just overwhelming. It's an industry that has been begging for a major shakeup for decades. So who are the main characters in this story? On one side, you have the established titan of finance, and on the other, the tech-powered disruptor. Let's dig in.
So on your left, you've got Hugh Frater, a name that's basically synonymous with the finance establishment. And on the right, you have Better, the AI upstart that's dead set on automating and simplifying the path to homeownership. It's a classic old school meets new school scenario, and that's exactly what makes this partnership so fascinating. Now, to really understand why this move is such a big deal, we first have to understand the man himself. We need to take a look at Hugh Frater's career, because, and I'm not exaggerating here, he genuinely helped build the very system that Better is now trying to remake. Just look at this resume for a second. Frater wasn't just at BlackRock. He was a founding partner who helped build their gigantic mortgage-backed securities business. Then, as CEO of Berkadia, he was running a massive commercial real estate lender. And most recently, just CEO of Fannie Mae, guiding the mortgage giant through the absolutely wild ride of the pandemic. This isn't just a list of jobs, it's a masterclass in how the housing market actually works. And you don't have to take my word for it. Here it is, straight from Vishal Garg, the CEO of Better. He gets it. If you want to rebuild the house, you need the original architect in the room. You need someone who knows where all the pipes are buried, so to speak. That's the incredible value Frater brings. Okay, so that's the Titan. Now let's flip the script and look at the other side of this deal. Who exactly is Better, and what's this big bet they're placing on artificial intelligence? So the engine running the whole show at Better is their Tinman AI platform. And this isn't just some fancy add-on tool. It's a complete end-to-end operating system for mortgages. When they say it's AI native, what they mean is that AI is baked into every single step, from the moment you start your application all the way to the final loan processing. The goal is to automate pretty much everything. Okay, so is this whole AI approach actually working? Well, the numbers kind of speak for themselves. In the fourth quarter of 2025, Better's funded loan volume skyrocketed by 56% compared to the year before. That's not just growth, that's a huge statement. And a massive piece of that growth came directly from their AI. We're talking over $646 million in loans funded by the Tinman platform in that single quarter. So yeah, this isn't just some concept on a PowerPoint slide. It's real technology that's moving very serious amounts of money right now.
So this brings us right back to our main point. Why bring in a giant like Frater now? Well, this is where you start to see the real strategic genius behind the move. It's all about creating the perfect blend of cutting-edge technology and decades of hard-won experience. So what does a guy like Frater really bring to a tech company like Better? Well, it boils down to two things: credibility and access. He has this incredibly deep understanding of mortgage-backed securities, which is the lifeblood of the entire housing market. He knows how to navigate the complex world of government agencies like Fannie Mae. He's a master of risk, but maybe most importantly, he brings instant credibility with the investors and regulators that Better absolutely needs to win over if they're going to scale this thing nationwide. He's the key. So let's just zoom out for a second. This isn't just a simple corporate announcement. This partnership could be a signal of a much, much bigger shift in the housing market as a whole, one that could end up affecting all of us. And here's where it all connects to the bigger picture. In his own words, Frater sees this as a potential solution to the housing affordability crisis. He believes that by using AI to make the system more transparent and efficient, they can actually lower the cost of buying a home for everybody. So the ultimate goal here is actually pretty simple to say, even if it's incredibly hard to pull off. It's all about merging that deep, institutional knowledge of finance with the disruptive power of AI. If they can pull it off, the result could be a mortgage process that is fundamentally faster, easier, and most importantly, cheaper for millions of people. Which leaves us with this final, really thought-provoking question. In an industry that is screaming for innovation, Could the real key to the future of housing be a partnership with its own past? It's a fascinating experiment, and you can bet we'll be watching it very closely. Thanks for tuning in.